Chosen one, you will never heal until you understand this about your mother. Listen carefully, because if you turn away now, you may miss something that could change the way your heart feels forever, something that can unlock a peace you have been searching for in silence. I am telling you the truth directly and without delay. Your healing has been blocked because you have been trying to understand your pain without understanding the woman who first held you. What you are about to hear will shift how you see your past, your wounds, and even yourself. And if you stay until the end, you will feel a weight begin to lift from your spirit. Type Amen to affirm. You will never fully heal until you understand that your mother carried wounds long before she ever carried you. What you felt as rejection, distance, harshness, or silence did not begin with you, and it was not created by you. There were battles inside her that you never saw, storms she never spoke about, and fears she never knew how to name. I need you to understand this deeply, because without this understanding, you will keep blaming yourself for things that were never yours to carry. Do not turn away from this truth, because this is where your freedom begins. You have been holding on to questions, wondering why certain words were spoken, why certain love was missing, why certain moments hurt so deeply. You thought that if you tried harder, loved better, or became more perfect, things would have been different. But I am telling you now that the root of your pain is not your failure, it is the pain that was passed down without being healed. And before you go any further, take a moment and show your faith by liking this video, because this step of obedience opens your heart to receive what I am about to release into your life. There are things your mother experienced that shaped how she loved you. There were limitations in her heart that she did not know how to overcome. Sometimes she gave what she could, not what you needed. Sometimes she protected herself instead of nurturing you. Sometimes she repeated patterns she never chose, but also never healed. And because you were a child, you received those actions without understanding them, and they became wounds inside you. Type 1111 if you believe. I want you to hear this clearly. Understanding her does not mean excusing everything. It does not mean pretending that what hurt you did not matter. It means seeing the full picture so that you can release the chains that have kept you tied to that pain. Because as long as you only see her actions without understanding her brokenness, you will stay trapped in confusion, resentment, and silent suffering. You are my chosen one, and I have not called you to carry generational pain without transformation. I have not created you to repeat cycles that were never meant to continue. You have been set apart to bring healing where there was hurt, to bring light where there was confusion, and to bring peace where there was chaos. But you cannot do that if you remain stuck in a place where you only see what was done to you and not what was done to her before you ever existed. There were moments when you felt unseen, unheard, or unloved, and those moments shaped how you see yourself even now. You began to question your worth. You began to build walls. You began to protect your heart in ways that also blocked love from entering. And even now, some of your struggles are echoes of those early wounds, repeating themselves in different forms, in different relationships, in different seasons of your life. But I am here to break that cycle. I am here to tell you that healing begins when understanding replaces confusion. When you look at your mother and see not just what she did, but what she carried. When you recognize that some of her actions were not about you at all, but about the pain she never healed within herself. This does not erase your hurt, but it removes the false belief that you were the cause of it. You were never the problem. You were never too much. You were never not enough. You were a child receiving what was given, and what was given was shaped by wounds that existed long before you. And now, I am calling you to step into a deeper level of awareness, because your healing is not just about feeling better, it is about seeing clearly. It is about understanding the truth so deeply that it begins to rewrite the story you have been telling yourself about your life. I know there is a part of you that resists this, a part that says the pain was too real, too deep, too personal to look at it this way, and I understand that. I see every tear you have ever cried. I have heard every silent cry that no one else noticed. I have been with you in every moment where you felt alone, even when you did not feel me. But I am asking you to trust me now, because what I am showing you is not meant to minimize your pain. It is meant to release you from it. You have carried emotions that were never processed. You have held on to memories that still affect your present. You have tried to move forward while something inside you remained stuck in the past. And that is why certain things still trigger you. That is why certain words still hurt more than they should. That is why certain situations feel heavier than they are. It is not weakness, it is unhealed pain, and I am here to heal it. Your mother was a human being shaped by her own experiences, her own upbringing, her own fears, and her own limitations. She may not have known how to give what she never received. She may not have known how to express love in the way your heart needed. She may have been trying to survive while raising you, and survival often looks different from nurturing. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has surfaced, revealing a brain technique that pulls in wealth almost like magic. It takes just 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and enjoying luxury right now, but this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. When you begin to understand this, something inside you will start to shift. The tightness in your chest will begin to loosen. The anger will begin to soften. The confusion will begin to clear. And in that space, healing will begin to grow. The way you learned love was shaped early, and those first impressions became the foundation for how you see relationships, how you see yourself, and even how you see me. When love felt inconsistent, you learned to expect instability. When affection felt conditional, you began to measure your worth by how well you performed. When silence replaced comfort, you taught yourself to hide your feelings instead of expressing them. These patterns did not appear randomly. They were formed in the environment where you first learned what love looked like. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. You have been asking why certain relationships in your life feel so similar, why the same emotional wounds seem to appear in different forms, why you feel deeply but often struggle to feel safe. This is because what was planted in your early years continues to echo until it is understood and healed. You are not repeating these cycles because you are broken. You are repeating them because something within you is still trying to be seen, understood, and restored. I want you to stop blaming yourself for the ways you learned to survive. The walls you built were not signs of failure, they were signs of protection. The distance you sometimes create is not because you do not care. It is because a part of you is still guarding against being hurt again. Even your silence has a story behind it, a story that deserves compassion instead of judgment. There were times when your mother could not meet your emotional needs, not because you were unworthy, but because she herself was not whole. And when a child grows up receiving incomplete love, they often try to complete it within themselves, not realizing that they were never meant to carry that responsibility. You were meant to receive love freely, not earn it through effort or sacrifice. I am asking you now to look at your younger self with gentleness, That child inside you did the best they could with what they were given. That child adapted, endured, and survived in ways that required strength beyond their years. And I have never overlooked that strength. I have always seen it, even when you felt unseen. There is a reason why certain memories still come back to you. There is a reason why certain emotions feel close to the surface. It is not because you are stuck. It is because your heart is ready to process what it could not understand before. Healing is not about forgetting. It is about seeing those moments with new clarity and allowing truth to replace the false beliefs that formed during those times. Type 222 to receive blessings. You believed that if your mother was distant, it meant you were not lovable. You believed that if she was harsh, it meant you were not good enough. You believed that if she was inconsistent, it meant you had to try harder to earn stability. But those beliefs were formed through misunderstanding, and now I am correcting them with truth. You were always worthy of love. You were always deserving of kindness. You were always enough. What you experienced was not a reflection of your value, it was a reflection of her capacity at that time. And her capacity was shaped by things that had nothing to do with you. This is where your healing begins to deepen, because when you truly accept this, you stop carrying guilt that never belonged to you. I know there are moments when you still feel the weight of those early experiences. It shows up in how you respond to rejection, in how you protect yourself from disappointment, in how you hesitate to trust fully. But I am gently guiding you to a new way of living, one where your past no longer controls your present. You are not bound to repeat what you have experienced. You are not destined to carry emotional wounds forever. You are not limited by what was missing. You are being transformed. And this transformation requires you to release the identity you built around your pain. You are not the child who was overlooked. You are not the person who was misunderstood. You are not defined by the moments when love felt absent. You are defined by who I created you to be, and that identity is rooted in strength, purpose, and divine love. There is also something you must understand about forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about saying what happened was acceptable. It is about freeing your heart from being tied to that pain. When you hold on to resentment, it continues to affect you, even if the situation has already passed. But when you choose to release it, you create space for peace to enter your life. Forgiveness does not happen all at once, and I am not asking you to force it. I am asking you to begin opening your heart to the possibility of it. Because as you continue to understand more, your perspective will shift, and what once felt impossible will begin to feel natural. Your mother is part of your story, but she is not the author of your future. I am. And I am writing a new chapter in your life, one that is not defined by past pain, but by present healing and future peace. You are moving into a place where your heart feels lighter, where your thoughts feel clearer, and where your relationships reflect the growth that is happening within you. You will begin to notice changes. The things that once triggered you will start to lose their power. The patterns that once repeated will begin to break. The emotions that once overwhelmed you will start to settle. This is not by accident. This is the result of understanding taking root in your soul. I am restoring what was lost. I am healing what was broken. I am strengthening what was weakened. And I am doing it in a way that will not only change you, but also change what comes after you. Because you are not just healing for yourself, you are healing for the generations that follow. You are becoming the one who stops the cycle, the one who chooses a different path, the one who brings light into places where there was once darkness. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. A short brainwave technique backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people move from broke to prosperous. Dream homes, cars, and trips are becoming possible. But this video could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. Your identity was quietly influenced by what you experienced, and without realizing it, you began to carry labels that were never meant to belong to you. When a child feels unseen, they often grow into an adult who struggles to feel valued. When a child feels emotionally unsafe, they often become an adult who is always on guard. When a child learns to suppress their feelings, they often become an adult who does not know